Hi, this is Bill and Kelly from Horror Movie Review Maniacs, and we have a movie club. And this week in our movie club, we have Tom McAllister made the pick, and it's actually an experimental film from Germany. It's called Der Todesking, or the Death King, and it's directed by George. Uh, can you show me? So the director of the movie is called. His name is George Buttering. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, it has seven short stories, one for each day of the week, and it explores basically suicide and death. So let's get the synopsis for each one. So the first one is called Monday. So it's one story for each day of the week, and it's basically about a man. A man comes home, phones his boss to resign from his job, writes mysterious letters, cleans his apartment, and swallows poison in his bathtub. His death is simultaneous with the death of his fish, the only being that was close to him. I didn't. For me, I didn't care too much for this one. I wasn't. It basically it had him. Basically, like exactly he calls his work. He prepares to kill himself. He gets to a bathtub, and he takes a bunch of pills, and he dies, and I guess his fish dies as well. Um, it was kind of it was kind of it was pretty basic. I don't know exactly what the message was is from. I guess he was depressed, and his only friend was his fish, who also died at that same time. But what did you think of this film of the first one?
In general, this movie is very depressing. For who in depression, please don't watch because it's one of the worst top 20 movie for me. And this first one, this man that died in the bathtub, like is ridiculous. Like it's so depressing, but for who like so much nonsense and the fish was such a bad acting because he's supposed to die and turn upside down. He was not a good acting.
They need to
Yeah, replace the
the
fish.
He's not a good actor.
And the guy was the writing a letter and in the apartment like was little slow, like really boring. Vacuum the apartment and then prepare the bathtub and all that. I hate it.
Okay. Anyway, so
Boring.
the next one was called Tuesday, and the synopsis is a man rents a film in a video store, a Nazi exploitation movie in which Nazi soldiers are torturing a prisoner in a concentration camp, castrating him and painting a swastika on his breast. When the young man's girlfriend comes home, she yells at him until he shoots her. He then places a picture frame over the place on the wall where her brain matter was splattered. This whole episode is revealed as being shown on a TV screen in a room where somebody else committed suicide by hanging. This one I thought was better. It was just weird because he rents a movie from he rents a movie called Elsa, which I've seen, and he but the film he watches is not Elsa. It's something else. It's I guess they made it for this movie. Probably didn't have the rights or whatever. But and in the movie they like chop off his penis and they pour the blood. They paint the blood on to his chest, and then his girlfriend comes home and he shoots her. I guess he was almost like making fun of the idea that these films actually make you want to kill people, which is I don't believe is true. It's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, I thought this one was a lot better. What about you?
Was terrible. That scene cutting the peanuts, director must hate peanuts because was awful.
It's
and
running theme in this movie.
that's ridiculous. And only that, like the story from Monday looked like this guy from the that rent this movie took his letters, suicide letters, and they're both in the store making fun of that letter. And he read the letter and don't do nothing about it. No, the guy are gonna kill himself. Like, and then he go to the apartment and rent a movie and watch a movie with peanuts cutting off. And then suddenly his girlfriend comes, so nagging a little. Like, it's hard to you come home, see your husband watching TV and don't help in nothing. So you come stressed out from the supermarket with bags and you get shot in the head. What's wrong with you?
I think this one was the only one that was kind of linked to the first. I think the letter from this one was the same letter from the first one.
No, he read the letter from the first guy that killed his son in the bathtub.
I think these two films were the only ones that were kind of linked.
But that's what I was thinking. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because when the first guy was writing a letter, he had a pile of letters. So I was thinking all those letters went for different people. But anyways,
I don't think the other stories are related to the first.
But the first and second was related somehow because he got that letter. He went to the apartment in the mailbox and took the letter. So don't know how to get there. But anyways, very confusing, very silly, very sorry my language, but very stupid.
I actually kind of like that one. But the second one I thought was pretty good.
And why they have to show and look like it is a movie, the DVD that he was watching, like that movie.
It was, I think the point was like they were showing, he basically was watching the movie, and then after the movie his girlfriend comes in and then he shoots her, almost like the movie like made him do it, which is
and he was ridiculous. Carrying that gun the whole time. Yeah. I don't see him in the store carrying a gun, especially when he make fun of he's not gonna kill himself, like he even capable to kill anybody, and suddenly. And
I noticed that in the video store there was another film from the same director, Necromantic. It's another disturbing film about having sex with the dead. But it seems to be his filmography seems to be a lot of like depressing films.
I guess the director like that and cut peanuts.
Actually, yeah. Oh yeah, and actually his other film Scram is another film about a serial killer that like nails his penis to it's kind of more. I guess maybe he does hate penises.
Maybe I should not watch this movie. Give ideas.
No. Well, that was the theme of Tuesday.
See,
I don't think it does give you ideas. I think it's whatever, but maybe you do.
Make it the Tuesday he watched the movie, gave him idea to kill his girlfriend. So
well, no, it didn't. Yeah, and Tuesday it did. But I think the director was just making a point that it's kind of silly.
Let's move on to Wednesday.
Wednesday, a man and a girl meet in the park in the pouring rain. The man tells his girlfriend about his disastrous sex life with his wife, which led to killing her. The girl pulls out a gun to kill him, but the man takes it from her and shoots himself. It's one I didn't mind it. It was he meets this girl at the park. He tells a story about how every time his wife and him have sex that she feels pain and she bleeds a lot, and then he goes to the doctor, and the doctor said it was fine. There's nothing wrong with her.
Maybe he got a big penis.
I don't know. But then afterwards he's talking about how nice she treats him, and then the girl just pulls out a gun, tries to shoot him, and then I guess she didn't cock the gun, so then he does it and shoots himself. I don't know exactly what this one's about. I think maybe he almost felt guilty how well she treated him, and then maybe he wanted to kill himself. I'm not sure. What do you think?
I understand. He's over there sitting, depressing in the rain, crying, regret what he did to his wife, that he killed his wife, and all the whining, complaining, telling the story for another girl that she not interested in. She's tired of his crap and all of his talking shit about his wife. She get fed up and say, you know what? Let me just shoot you in the head and finish your miserable, your meanness to your wife. And she did not know how to work. I don't know even how in the hell she has a gun too. Suddenly people just popping up with guns in those moments. And I mean, he just have a guilt. He regret what he did. Like he said, she was nice to him. He was a dick to her, and he just think that he deserved to die too.
It didn't sound like he was that much of a dick to her. He was just telling the story.
Yeah, he told in the beginning that you You should lose weight in the beginning, the
I
first
don't.
few words, and then after the bleeding, I fall asleep a little because
I th-
I
I
miss
think
that part of the
I
having
think
sex and bleeding.
I think he fell asleep during the him calling her overweight. 'Cause
No,
I
in the
don't remember that
beginning.
part.
So you see, that's how boring the movie was.
Actually, I thought it was okay. Uh, uh, so okay. Then we'll move on to Thursday. A motorway bridge somewhere in Germany, superimposed by the names, ages, occupation of the people who have jumped out from it. That I had no idea what was going on. It just showed different clips of a bridge, and then
That one was
the-
just to mess your
I
brain.
wasn't even I wasn't sure if it was starting or ending, or I didn't know what that was. So maybe I have to watch it again. I
It's
have no
just
idea.
you think and suicide that moment
Yeah,
because
so,
you're sick and tired of
yes.
seeing those. I guess that's what when you depressed, that's what you have in your mind. Have those visions, those feelings, and seeing things that don't make sense at all. I guess that's what the message.
Maybe I
you
just
wanna
wasn't
give
paying
that.
attention enough to that one because I really didn't
Because it
get it.
was nothing.
But yeah, I guess it was really short and ended quick. Okay, we'll move on.
I guess he had no story for Thursday.
Yeah. So next is Friday. A woman alone in her apartment is observing a young, seemingly happy couple in the neighborhood. She spies on them and finds a chain letter in front of her door, urging her to kill herself. Obviously, everybody in her house got the letter. She ignores it. I'm not sure why they say obviously everyone in her house got the letter. She was the only one in the house. I don't know what she was
But I
talking
like the story, you know what?
What-
Get excited. She get excited to see a couple having sex and touch and all, and the old lady depressed, alone, old
But,
and wrinkled.
let me finish the synopsis. She ignores it, eats chocolates, and falls asleep, dreaming of surprising her parents when they were making love. The camera shows the young couple dead on their bed. So that one actually, yeah, I thought that was pretty
It was
good.
interesting.
It was she was staring out the window at some couple, and it almost seems like she was a bit jealous, or either that, or
She was
or,
excited.
or she
wanna see
or she
where that
liked it.
goes.
And then she tries calling them. No, there's no answer, and she gets the letter, and the letter tells her to kill herself, and then she tries to go to their apartment. There's no answer, and then it cut to a shot of them dead in their apartment. Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
You can show how nosy neighbors can be. See, she went and took his letter and trying to watch from the mailbox from inside. She's really horny.
Yeah, exactly. So okay, we'll move on to Saturday. A young woman equipped with a camera and gun killed several people in the audience of a rock concert. The front man is played by Die Artson, drummer. I don't know who that is. Bell B, and records it on film until someone kills her. I thought that one was okay too. She was telling some little girl about a story about like suicide or death or something, and then she straps a camera to herself with a gun, and she goes to like
Make a documentary.
yeah,
what she was
a
gonna
theater.
do.
She shoots the guy at the front desk, and then
The crowd.
shoots the crowd. Shoots the lead
band.
singer, and then it turns around and you see her, and I guess she gets shot, or I'm not
Other
sure.
people was filming, so
Yeah.
because it's a concert, so I think that one is a little bit more common sense. Like you could see both ways what she was planning and want to make a documentary, and the same time the crowd that was involved in that scene was filming her and could see her in the action too. So
Maybe she wanted to be famous or something from it. I don't
I
know.
think she's just weird. Everybody in there is weird.
Yeah. And then finally, on the last one called Sunday, a man alone on his bed is crying and banging his head over and over, violently against the wall until he succumbs to brain damage.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I didn't like that one either.
That's
It was
unbelievable.
just pointless. Just a guy banging his head against the wall. I don't know what it meant.
But
I
look
don't-
like that scene. I think all those stories over there have to do, especially this one, the guy on Sunday in his bed, is about sometimes people that use drugs, right? I heard that they go into those moments of losing losing their mind, their the way they were acting, like the way that guy was acting is like you don't know if he was on drugs or he was depressed or he's just crazy. Like you make you wonder why he was acting that way. But caused his death. I don't know. I missed it. I walk away.
He just looked like a depressed guy, and then all of a sudden he started banging his head against the wall. I don't know.
And he died.
Yeah.
They showed him dead.
It said he succumbed to brain damage. So I guess he died.
A brain damage, you can go crazy.
So, yeah. and then the story ends with some girl. It actually started the same way. This girl's drawing a picture, and she says that the story is about the Death King, and he makes you want to kill people or kill yourself. And so I guess overall I liked 4 out of the 7 stories for Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. So I guess overall it was I thought it was pretty good. I didn't there were some stories that Monday and Sunday and then
Thursday
and Thursday I didn't care for at all. I guess Monday wasn't that bad. I just didn't. It was kind of just basic and pointless. But I thought 4 out of the 7 stories weren't bad.
How much do you rate this movie? This is not even a movie for me.
Overall, I'd give it like a 7.
What?
Yeah.
You out of your mind?
Yeah, I thought 6 to 7. I thought it was watchable, and it was unique and interesting and like
it's depressing.
Yeah,
and
depressing.
Bad message for people. Like making a movie, a series about suicide, people killing yourself. We don't have enough violence in this world to see crap like that, a movie like that.
Some people like actually.
Messages.
I kind of like watching depressing films. It kind of makes me feel like my life isn't that bad.
Oh yeah, really, it's wonderful. Yeah. No,
Anyway.
that's a big no. Why you wanna watch? You wanted to embrace your life and be happy what you have, happy things. See happy things, not depressing, and teach you how to kill yourself and go crazy. That's insane.
I don't think
that's what's
I don't
forbidden.
think you need to get taught how to do that, but
it is true. It's forbidden. Like director, I'm sorry. Move on. Make a happy movie or at least movie. This is not a movie.
All his movies are depressing, so
that's horrible.
Good luck with that.
So that's hard. Move on. I'm sure he never win an Oscar.
No, but he's actually
or never went to the theaters.
No,
so good luck with that.
But he's actually pretty famous in the underground, like
for depressing people,
for experimental films and stuff. But he has talent. But he's
I don't see no talent in this movie.
He's definitely he's not for everybody, and like except for like maybe like people who like extreme stuff, and I don't mind it occasionally, but overall I'll give it a slight recommend, and obviously
I'll give it 0.
0.
Complete 0. For the story, there's no story. It's just ridiculous message for suicide, and even people suicide is like, come on, those stories, come on, there's no bad ideas to make it better stories, like nothing at all. Guy vacuum and then fill it up the bathtub, and then
you said you liked a few of the stories.
I have no choice. I have to watch. I have to say something positive. But I'm lying because I hate it every second of this movie. I'm sorry, I'm very honest. That's my opinion, so don't judge me. That's what it is. I'm very real. You know? Hate it.
Okay, so she
0.
hated it. I'll give us a slight recommend. So
for who? Don't recommend for people who start killing themselves.
There are some people I know that would like this.
Yeah, I bet.
Anyway, so that's the end of review. I hope you liked it, and next week we'll have another movie for our movie clubs.
And probably it's Amy's next. Because she's the last one.
Yeah. Well, let's hope she watches. If she watches, she's next. If not, we'll have to.
She's my girl. She's gonna watch it. I know she'll watch.
So, thanks for listening, and make sure you join Horror Movie Review Maniacs
and participate and sign up in our group.
That's right. Okay.
See ya.
Bye.